Right, students online, all of you all, very good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Welcome to today's class, all of you all. I hope everyone's keeping fine, doing good wherever you guys are. Everybody, we continue with our theory work today. Okay, we continue with our theory work today. We were in chapter number 3. Okay, guys, girls, we were all in chapter number 3 here. Okay, so before we continue from where we stopped, let's talk about what we spoke about last week. Okay, everybody, I want to ask you all a few questions. So boys, girls, everyone, can you look at my screen and help me here? Now guys, girls, you all can see my screen. You all can see my video. Am I right? And the microphone is also okay. Camera is also okay. Right. Now everybody, let's do a quick revision on chapter number 3, what we learned so far. When we talk about your computer's memory, okay, remember there are two words, okay? Memory and storage. When we talk about your computer's memory, okay, which was about chapter number 3, we broke it down into two main categories. What were the two main categories? Secondary and primary, isn't it? So everybody, when I write over here, memory, you all told me underneath this, you can have two categories. What were the two? You have your primary, everybody with me? And you have your secondary. Then guys, I told you, I gave you all a word that would make it easier for you all to understand the purpose of primary. I told you all, write that in brackets. What did you say? Essential. No. Secondary is only optional, right? Primary is essential. Another word could be, you have to have it. If you don't have it, computer is not going to start up. Another word could be essential is right. Another word could be compulsory, right? You have to have it. Okay, so over here we put the word essential. You have to have it. Otherwise, computer doesn't start up. And secondary is optional. You can choose which one you want to have. Okay. Under primary, guys, we had two categories. What were they? Excellent. Can you tell me what they stand for? Perfect. Random access memory, read only memory. Okay. Everyone, can we remember these two? And then under secondary, guys, we had many options, right? I did not teach it to you all yet, but you all remember the options? Okay. Okay. USB drive, solid state drive, memory card, they all come under something which we call flash memory. Okay. We call something called flash memory. Give me something else. Hard disk, magnetic tapes, they all come under magnetic disks. Okay. So I'll just say magnetic disks. Something else? Something else, guys, girls? Floppy disk also comes under magnetic. Some optical disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray, optical disks. Okay. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Optical disks. Okay. Right. That's it. So everybody, then I'm going to move on to your computer's RAM. Everybody, when we spoke about your computer's RAM, I gave you all two duties. I gave you all two purposes for your computer RAM. Purpose number one was what? I told you all, think about the tray when it comes to serving guests. Your RAM is just like your tray. So what is the job of your RAM? To pass things. No. To take what from where? Kitchen. You can. That was only an example. So in your computer, who is the kitchen? In your computer, who is the kitchen? Yeah. Exactly. To get programs from hard disk. Shall I say secondary memory? Because not all computers use a hard disk now. Some computers are using SSD. Some computers might be using a CD. Some computers might be using a memory card. It's not always hard disk. So let's say secondary memory. The RAM takes programs. Is it always a program? What if you're opening a movie? What if you're opening a book, a PDF document? So what shall we say? Shall we say data files? Everyone, let's say data files. Your RAM collects data files from secondary storage and gives it to whom to process? Gives it to your processor. Function number one, yeah? Sorry. Under primary, we have RAM and ROM. So everyone, I'm repeating myself again, okay? Your RAM loads instructions from secondary memory. These instructions might be a software, might be a movie, might be a PDF document, might be a Word document. It takes instructions from secondary memory and gives it to your processor to process. Function number 1. Function number 2 was what? Voice behind, Abdul? Function number 2 was what? Right now on my laptop, I have these programs opened. Somebody needs to hold them for me, right? Until I close them. Who is holding them? The RAM. So put it in words and tell me. Function number 2 of RAM is? Tell again. To hold. To hold, to store programs that are running in the background. Isn't it? So guys, when I close a program, let's say for example, I were to close WhatsApp, what would happen to it? Tell me in words. If I were to close WhatsApp, it would be removed from the... Boys, aside all of y'all. If I were to close WhatsApp right now WhatsApp is open in the background. It would be removed from the RAM. Whose job is it to see and remove it from the RAM? Operating system. Do you guys remember, guys, in chapter 2, for operating system, one of the functions was what? Memory management, right? Everybody, in chapter 2, I told you one of the functions of your operating system is to manage your memory. So when you open a program, it puts it in the RAM. When you close a program, it takes it out of the RAM. Everybody okay with this? Right. My last question to you all. When the RAM is full, when your RAM is full, and on top of that, you go and open another program, then what happens? Virtual memory is created. Is virtual memory a good thing or a bad thing? Why is it a bad thing? Your computer gets extremely slow. What did you say? You can't take the files back. No, your computer becomes very, very slow, right? Your computer becomes very, very slow because now your hard disk is also behaving like the RAM. Isn't it? Your processor now needs to talk directly to the hard disk also. So computer becomes very slow. I told you guys, sometimes your processor gets fed up and what does it do? Sometimes your computer, it becomes very slow. Then a message comes saying, it doesn't say crash. What does it say? The program is not responding and forcefully closes everything. Isn't it? Sometimes your processor gets so fed up of waiting, it forcefully closes everything and empties the RAM. Isn't it? Okay. So then the RAM becomes empty. Everybody okay with this? Guys, girls, okay. So we came and stopped at this very point. Now we're going to move on to ROM. Girls over there, are you all with me? Okay. Now we are going to move on to ROM. Okay. So everybody, can we now come down to page number what? Everybody, page number 55. Yeah. Can we scroll down to page 55? Guys, girls, everybody. Page 55, please. Hurry up, please. Guys, I told you all RAM is volatile. What does volatile mean? Exactly. When the computer turns off, whatever is there in the RAM is gone. Isn't it? Let me prove it to you all. Control Shift Escape. If I were to shut down my computer, and if right now, can you all see my RAM is right now quite full, 92% full, 92% full of what? Full of these programs. Isn't it? YA server is running, Word is running, Notepad is running, Task Manager is running. Everyone, can you all see? It's 93% full of these programs. Everybody okay with this? So, boys, girls, I'll call you. Everyone, what did I tell you all? It is full, right? If I were to shut down my computer, let's say, for example, the battery in my laptop dies, and then I switch it on again. When I switch it on again, does it switch on with these programs opened or closed? It loads with these programs closed, because when the power is turned off, everything in your RAM is gone. Everybody okay with this? When the power is turned off, everything in your RAM is removed. What was this feature called? Your RAM is volatile. Volatile means it loses data when there is no power. One more thing, guys. Can you upgrade your RAM? You can. Okay, you can upgrade your RAM. Right. Now, guys, can you come and read ROM? ROM is non-volatile. It never ever loses data. Even when the power is turned off, whatever is on your ROM chip remains there. Are we good? Read the next sentence now. Read the next sentence, guys. Your ROM has only one function. In most digital devices, boys, the ROM chip, what does ROM stand for? Read only memory. contains a program called BIOS. Can you all see what BIOS stands for? Basic Input Output System. Okay. Now, everybody, read the next sentence. What does BIOS do? Boys behind, read the next sentence. What does BIOS do? Tells your computer how to start up. So, guys, your ROM chip has only one function. What's that function? To tell your computer how to start up. So, if ROM is not there, can your computer even start up? If your ROM chip is not working properly, if your ROM chip is not there, your computer cannot even start up. Are we okay with this? Now, guys, when you switch on your laptop, what is the first thing that loads? The first thing, as soon as you switch it on, what do you see first? You see the logo, right? You see the logo. Have you all seen at the bottom? It says what? Press F2 for this, press F10 to enter boot mode. Not boot mode, to enter the boot setup. Have you all seen that? It's there only for about a second or two. As soon as you switch on your laptop, it will say Dell or HP or Asus, whatever. And at the bottom, for a second, it will say press F2 for this, F4 for this, F10 for this. That is your BIOS. What does that BIOS do? That BIOS tells your computer how to start up. That's all. So after BIOS, what loads? The operating system, isn't it? After BIOS, the next screen is what? Windows loads up. It asks you for your username and password. Not username, password. Isn't it? After BIOS, next thing is your password. Think about your smartphone. When you power on your smartphone, first thing you see is what? The logo, right? Either it's the Apple logo, Samsung logo, whatever. I mean, your, what do you call, smartphone brand you see first, isn't it? That's your BIOS. After that, Android will load or iOS will load. Everybody okay with this? Now, do you all understand why ROM is a part of primary memory? If ROM is not there, your computer doesn't know how to start up. Everybody okay with it? Sounds okay? What's the name of the program that defines how your computer starts up? BIOS. What does BIOS stand for? Basic Input Output System. Are we all okay with that? Right. Can you guys keep reading it? Can you all read this paragraph now? When you switch on your computer, BIOS is the first program to be loaded. Only after BIOS is loaded, your operating system is loaded. Everybody okay with this? Sounds good? Okay. Boys, girls, everyone behind? Can you look at the table below? Now, guys, can you look over here? Can you look? I don't think your textbook image is very clear. Can you look at the image over here? Your ROM chip is embedded onto your motherboard. It's fixed onto your motherboard. You can't upgrade your ROM chip. Once you remove that, permanently damaged. Is it clear? Your ROM chip is not upgradable. RAM is upgradable. You can remove it and upgrade it. But ROM, you cannot upgrade it. Everybody okay with it? Now, which one do you think would have a higher memory capacity, RAM or ROM? Think again. Your RAM is holding programs that are running in the background. It must have a higher memory capacity, right? Your ROM has only one program, BIOS, that's it. So generally, ROM has a very smaller memory capacity than RAM. Can we remember that? Okay, right. Everybody, can you come down to this table? Let's go point by point. Point number 1, stores data when power is off. Does that make sense? So which one holds data when there is no power? Your ROM chip. Everybody okay with this? Your ROM chip holds data even when there is no power. Can you all read the next one? Next, what do we have? Can swap instructions in and out. What does that mean? When you open a program, it is brought into the RAM. When you close the program, it is taken out of the RAM. So that's what we call swapping. In the ROM, do you have any swapping? In the ROM, there is no swapping. There's only one program called BIOS. Everybody okay with this? In the RAM, when you open a program, it's brought in. When you close the program, it's taken out. So there is swapping in the RAM. But in the ROM, there is no swapping. Are we good? Boys over there? Okay. Read the third one. Accessible in any order. Both of them you can access in any order. Okay. The fourth one. Intended to store what? The RAM stores programs running in the background, which we call temporary data. Everybody okay with this? The ROM stores, look at me. The ROM stores permanent data. What's that program? BIOS. This permanent data is BIOS. Are we good? Can you guys read the last one? Can be upgraded. RAM, you can upgrade. ROM, you cannot upgrade. Are we all good with this? Sounds okay? Right, guys, can you all go through the table on your own, guys? Everybody? Can everyone have a look at the table on your own? Now, everybody, once you all have looked at that, I want you all to look over here at my screen. Okay, don't take it down for now. I'll tell you all when to take it. Okay, everyone, you all don't note it down for now. Just listen to me what I say over here. I'm talking about your ROM chip, okay? ROM chip. Everyone, don't take it down. I'll tell you all when to take it down. Guys, your ROM chip, boys, girls, look here below. Your ROM chip has some major benefits. Okay, it has some major benefits. Benefit number 1, low power consumption. You know what this means? Benefit number 1, low power consumption means what? Very nice, less battery life, isn't it? Okay, the amount of electricity consumed by it is very low. Everybody okay with it? It's energy efficient. Okay. Benefit number 2. Everyone, benefit number 2. It has no moving parts. So what's the big deal about this? If something has no moving parts, it's less prone to physical damages, isn't it? Now, for example, guys, think about your hard disk. Inside your hard disk, you have a lot of components. So when you shake your laptop violently, if you shake your laptop, or vigorously if you shake your laptop, hard disk can get damaged. Components inside it can slightly move this way, that way, making it unusable. But a ROM chip, guys, it's a single board. You guys saw this picture here. Look at this picture over here. Your ROM chip is a single board. Here, this is a ROM chip. It's just a single board. It has no moving components inside it. Everybody okay with it? Since there are no moving components, it's less prone to getting damaged. Okay. Then, guys, what about its size? Do you think does it look very big in size or small in size? It's quite small in size, right? So I'm going to write down another benefit. Small in size. Okay. We have another major benefit, guys. High read-write speed. Your ROM chip has a very high read-write speed. So I'm going to put here high data access speed. Data access speed. Now, guys, on your own, think and tell me, what is a major disadvantage with your ROM chip? Exactly. What did he say? Can you modify data in the ROM? You can't modify. So can you use it as a storage device in today's world? Not really, right? It becomes very difficult, isn't it? When you cannot modify data in it, it becomes very difficult to use it as a storage device. Everybody okay with this? So over here, we have a major disadvantage. Data cannot be modified. Okay, major disadvantage. Data cannot be modified. Okay, it has so many advantages. Problem is you can't modify data. So you cannot use it as a storage device. Okay. Everybody okay with it? Right. Now can you guys keep reading with this? Reading with me. Can you guys read this paragraph which I have highlighted? Read this paragraph which I have highlighted. We have something called PROM. Programmable read-only memory. In this ROM chip, how many times can you modify your data? Only once. Can you guys underline that? Can you guys underline that? Only once you can modify data in PROM. Are we okay with this? Girls over there? In your PROM chip, only once you can modify data. Let's move on to the next one. Then guys, everyone okay with PROM? You all saw the problem with PROM. You all saw the upgrade in PROM. Now see guys, they brought something even better. Erasable, programmable, read-only memory. EEPROM. Everybody okay with this? They then introduced something called EEPROM. Are we okay with this? Now guys, can you guys read this? These two paragraphs here. The contents of EEPROM and EEPROM can be erased and written to. The data in EEPROM and EEPROM, you can modify it. But listen carefully here. What does the next one say? Data stored in EEPROM can be erased by exposing it to strong ultraviolet light. Have you guys ever used ultraviolet light to modify data in a storage device? You guys have never heard of it, right? Watch this video, okay? Give me a second to load it. Yes, everybody, guys, girls, check this out. Everybody, can you all check this out? Girls, everyone, I'm going to be showing you all, girls, I'm going to be showing you all an EEPROM chip, okay? And I'm going to show you how you modify data in an EEPROM chip. And you all tell me, is it practically possible in today's world? Okay? So here is the EEPROM chip. He's going to remove it. Okay? Anyway, everyone, you all saw the process, right? It's a very long process, isn't it? So do you think this became popular? Have any of you all even heard about it until today? Never, right? Because it's not practically possible. So then, guys, we went on to introduce something called EEPROM. What does it stand for? Electrically erasable, programmable, read-only memory. Is it clear? EEPROM was also not a success. So then what did we introduce? EEPROM. Now, guys, what's the name here? Electrically erasable, programmable, read-only memory. In today's world, pen drives, memory cards, SSDs are all following what technology? Electrically erasable, programmable, read-only memory. You know what's the word for this? What do we call it? It's such a long name now. So what do we use instead? We say flash memory. Everybody okay with this? So when I say flash memory, what's another name for it? EEPROM, electrically erasable, programmable, read-only memory. But in flash memory, such as a pen drive, is it read-only? No, you can modify, right? But what am I trying to tell you here? Pen drives came from where? From the technology of the ROM. Exactly. Pen drives were introduced from the technology of ROM. Okay. But do they behave like the ROM chip? No. You can modify data in a pen drive. You can modify data in a memory card. Now watch this. Now tell me, do all the positives that I have mentioned over here fit the pen drive? Is the pen drive consuming low power? Pen drives, memory cards, SSDs, SD cards, they all consume low power. Guys, do you know why the MacBook has such a good battery life? Now the Windows laptop, now it's using SSDs. MacBooks have about 13 hours on battery. Reason being, they are running on what? They don't use a hard disk. They use a SSD. MacBooks use SSD, which is why they have such a long battery life. Is it clear? So low power consumption. Number two, it has no moving parts. Okay, everybody look at the slimness of your MacBook. The MacBook is extremely slim, right? It's extremely slim because they're using SSD. They are not using a hard disk. If they use a hard disk, it's going to be quite bulky. Everybody okay with this? And MacBooks, you can move it any way you want. It wouldn't damage the storage. Everybody okay with this? Okay. And then the last one is what? High data access speed. Okay. SSDs. Okay. We say solid state drives. We'll be learning it later on. Accessing data on an SSD is so much more faster than HDD. Everybody okay with this? Okay. So just keep these in mind. Okay. Right. In your textbook, guys, can you all note down these points? In your textbook, where are you going to note it down? Can you note it down somewhere over here? In this gap over here, can you note it down? Everybody? Just put ROM chip plus, 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 and then the minus. Everybody? Hurry up, guys, girls, everybody. In this gap over here, can you all note down those pluses? So everybody, these are your benefits, okay? But you saw because of a major drawback, the ROM chip is not used, okay? It's used only for BIOS. But then, guys, with the introduction of electrically erasable, programmable, read-only memory, even that disadvantage was taken care of, okay? Guys, I need to move from here. Right, everybody, we come down to a question now. Can everyone have a look at this? Guys, girls, how many marks are they giving you? Okay, which means for every answer, you're getting 2 marks. Boys, we are back to work now. So over here, let's get started now. Yes, guys, girls, one characteristic of RAM is that it can be increased. Everyone, one characteristic of RAM is that it can be upgraded. You can upgrade its capacity here. Describe how two other characteristics of RAM and ROM affect their use. So guys, tell me another characteristic, and I'll compare it with RAM and ROM. Boys, ROM is volatile. Okay, you sure about that? RAM is volatile. RAM is volatile, meaning what? It loses its data when the power is turned off. Okay? Why? But ROM is, everyone, we are noting down this together. But ROM is non-volatile. Okay? Okay, but ROM is non-volatile, meaning it does not lose any data when the power is turned off. So guys, what is it ideal for? So this makes ROM ideal for storing what? For storing BIOS. Okay, we can say this, making it ideal for storing BIOS. Okay, give me another one, another feature, and then we'll explain how it's used. RAM stores programs running in the background, while ROM stores BIOS. Kind of mentioned above, no? Give me something else, Zulu. Data in the RAM can be read and written to. Data in the ROM is only readable, read only. Shall you note it down? You can say data can be swapped in the RAM, thus making it rewritable. Rewritable means you can modify your data in the RAM. You can open a program, add it to RAM. You close the program, it is taken out of the RAM. Okay, making it rewritable. However, data cannot be swapped in the ROM, thus making it read only. You can only read what's in your ROM, and there's only one program in it which we call BIOS. Are we okay? I'll put these words together, thus making it rewritable. Those who are done, look at the marking scheme and see the answers that we didn't speak about. Okay? Below there is a marking scheme containing answers that we... Okay? Making it ideal for storing BIOS, yeah. I didn't get you. We do not want BIOS going away, right? We want BIOS to always be there so that the computer knows how to start up. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying ROM is non-volatile. It doesn't lose any data when the power is turned off. When the power is turned off, making it ideal for storing BIOS, my bad. When the power is turned off, making it ideal for storing BIOS. Okay? Everyone over there? Okay, we're going to have to move down now. Yeah. Those who are done, please have a look at the marking scheme. What are you waiting for, boys? Have a look at the marking scheme. Below the marking scheme is there. There might be certain answers that we never spoke about. Okay? Right, we're going to be moving down now. Okay, everybody. So now we have come to an end in terms of primary memory. Now we are going to move on to secondary memory. Okay. We are then going to slowly move down to second, the optional one, where you can choose which ones you want. Depending on your computer use, you can choose which secondary memory you want. Okay. Okay. Right, guys. I'm going to slowly move down. Okay. Right. Everybody, can we come down to secondary storage? Can you guys read the bold words? Devices that serve as an addition to the computer's primary storage. Everybody okay with this? Your secondary memory is an addition. Okay, it's optional. You can choose which ones you want, which ones you don't want. Are we okay with this? Right. Everybody, let's keep moving. Under secondary storage, guys, by the way, can you all highlight this also? Secondary storage is all non-volatile. Tell me, what does that mean? Sorry? Storing meaning? No, non-volatile means what? Exactly. It does not lose any data when the power is turned off. Everybody okay with this? Whatever data you put in your hard disk, whatever data you put in your CD, whatever data you put in your pen drive is never lost when the power is turned off. The data will always remain there. Okay? Right. Can you guys come to the three types I have mentioned over here? Boys, you have optical disks, you have magnetic disk, you have flash memory. These are the types that we are going to be going through. Okay, right. Can you guys, now there are two words I want you all to know about. Can you all read the first word? We have something called storage media. Storage media refers to what? Refers to the technology. Everybody okay with this? When I say storage media, I'm talking about technology. Read the next one. Storage device refers to the physical hardware device that is being used to store your data. Everybody okay with this? So I'm going to give you guys an example. Look here. Everybody, you all just told me pen drive uses what technology? EEPROM, no? What's another word for EEPROM? Flash memory, right? So everybody, flash memory is your technology. So it is storage what? Media or device? It is storage media. Flash memory is your storage media. What is the hardware device that flash memory uses? A pen drive. So a pen drive becomes your storage device. I'm repeating myself again. Flash memory is your storage media. Flash memory is a technology, no? So we call it storage media. The storage device for flash memory is a pen drive or a SD card, or we say memory card, or something called SSD. Everybody okay with this? Shall we just rewrite that again? Everybody, I'm going to give you all a different example now. Can you all write it down below this? In this gap, can you all write down the example I'm about to give you all? Okay. So what can we say over here? Guys, girls, let me type it over here. Everyone over here. So optical disks are a storage what? Optical disks. Storage? No. Optical disk, storage media. While the CD/DVD/Blu-ray are storage devices. Are we okay with this? These are your storage devices. The actual hardware, we call it storage. Okay, so you can see this, right? So now we are going to get started with optical disks. Okay, we are going to get started with optical disks. And guys, your past papers expect you all to be able to explain how an optical disc works. Everybody okay with this? So we're going to watch a video now on how an optical disc works. Okay, right. Guys online, I need to show you all this over here. Yeah. Everyone, let's get our writing books now. So over here, yes guys, tell me below. So what do we say over here? How is data read from an optical disc. How is data read from an optical disc? Boys, girls, everyone. When, everybody, when an, or better I type it, it will be much clearer for you all, no? When, boys, we are writing, when an optical disc such as, everyone, let's go with CD, such as a CD is inserted into a CD drive, is inserted into a CD drive. Everyone, boys, what's happening? When an optical disc such as a CD is inserted into a CD drive, okay? The CD is rotated continuously, by the spindle in the CD drive, by the spindle in the CD drive. Okay? The spindle will keep rotating your CD here. It will keep moving it, okay, very smoothly here. Okay? As it is being rotated, a laser beam, as it is being rotated, as it is being spun, okay, a laser beam is shown, I hope this is the right word, is shown onto the disc. Okay, so as the disc is rotating, a laser beam is emitting a light onto the disc. Okay, when the laser beam hits a flat area in the disc, what happens? Can't read. Okay, girls over there, can you all read it? Trying my best. Okay, when the laser beam hits a flat area, there is a reflection of light. There is a reflection of light. There is a reflection of light. There is a reflection of light which will be detected by the photoelectric cell. By the photoelectric cell. Are we okay with this? This reflection of light, your photoelectric cell will detect it. This represents a binary value of 1. This represents a binary value of 1. When the laser beam hits a what? There is no reflection. Aren't you noting it down? Sorry? No. No. Flat area we just wrote. No. So when is there no reflection? A pit. Okay? When the laser beam hits a pit, then there is no reflection of light. Oh, guys online, I've been missing your messages. Sorry about that. 1 second. Abdullah, do we have to remember the whole process? Yes, you do. Okay? There are questions that have in the past paper. Depends how the examiner asks. Okay? Sometimes the examiner will ask you what are the parts in an optical disc. Sometimes he would ask, explain the process used to read data from an optical disc. You can try and simplify it, but you have to mention these reflection, no reflection, pit, flat, those things you have to mention. Okay? Right, everybody, let's keep moving. When the laser beam, boys, girls, when the laser beam hits a pit, there is no reflection of light. There is no reflection of light. This represents a binary value This represents a binary value of 0. Okay? This represents a binary value of 0. Okay? Okay? Sorry? No. Come on, guys, girls, everyone. Okay. So now you all know how an optical disc works. Okay. So everybody, I'm changing this now. You need to hurry up. You look at his, I need to move, man. So everybody, those who are done, boys, can you have a look at the first type of optical disc? We have something called CD. Look and tell me, what does CD stand for? Compact disc. What is the memory capacity of a compact disc? Read. I have told you all, 700 megabytes. Okay, can you guys remember that? I haven't taught you all megabytes and all that yet. Just remember the name for now. Okay, you look at this book and take it down, please. Okay, everyone. The first type we have is called, what do you call? Compact disc. Can you all put the full form here? Megabytes. I haven't taught you all storage units yet. We will be learning it later on. Megabytes. Then guys, can you all note down this also? Kilobits per second. Can you guys remember this word also? KBPS means kilobits per second. Okay, kilobits per second. Kilobits per second. That's what KBPS means. That is the speed of a CD. Then guys, typically what do we use a CD for? Small sized files. Word documents, PDF documents, maybe a PowerPoint presentation, okay, an ebook. Okay, for small sized files, you would use a CD. Are we okay with this? Okay. capacity of DVD? Everybody, the storage capacity of DVD can be highlighted 4.7. So here you have 4.7 gigabytes. Can we also write down that word? Over here we have gigabytes. Okay, everyone? Gigabytes. Okay. And then over here you all know the unit of this, right? KBPS stands for kilobits. Simple B is bits. Capital B is bytes. We will be learning it later on in this chapter. Next week most probably. Okay. Kilobits per second. So generally guys, for software setups, for HD movies, we use a DVD. Okay, everybody? Can you all read that? Okay. Right. Then guys, we have something called Blu-ray, and Blu-ray has a higher storage capacity here. Okay. So for what do you call it? Large software setups. Okay. Like he was saying, PlayStations, game setup. It's a very big file size. So they will be using Blu-ray. Okay. Then for example, movies in very high quality, 4K quality, they'll be using Blu-ray. Everybody okay with this? Okay. Can you highlight the storage capacity? And over here, the speed will be megabits. Let me put it in brackets. Megabits per second. Everyone, megabits per second. Okay? Hurry up, please. Megabits per second. Okay? Everybody okay with this? Guys, girls? Okay. Now everybody, can we all come down to magnetic disk or hard disk? Everybody? Girls over there? Magnetic disk or hard disk? Okay? Right. So everybody, can you all put above this magnetic disk, boys? Magnetic disk is your storage? No. Media. Can everyone note it down? Put an arrow above and say, this is your storage media. Hard disk is your storage device. Okay? Magnetic disk is your storage media. Hard disk is your storage device. Are we okay with this? Hurry up, please. I'm sorry. Magnetic disk is your storage media. This is the technology, boys. And hard disk is your storage device. That's the actual device used to store your data. Okay? Right. Now, everybody, can you look at this image over here? Boys? Everyone look at this image over here. Everyone, can you look at this image over here? So everyone, can you all see these circles over here? These circles are what we call platters. Inside a hard disk, if you were to open up a hard disk, guys, you would find these components inside it. Your data is stored on platters. Everybody okay with this? So obviously, the more platters, the more data that you can store. Everybody okay with this? Now guys, look over here. Inside the hard disk, do you see you have a lot of components? Yes, you see a lot of components, right? What's the problem with that? Lots of moving parts. So what's the problem? They can break easily, or you can say easily prone to damages, right? Any vigorous movement can lead to parts moving this way, that way, making the hard disk unusable. Everybody okay with this, boys? Everyone okay with this? A problem with the hard disk, it has too many parts inside it. Okay, so it's easily prone to physical damages. Are we okay with this? Right. Then guys, what did I call this area? This is called your platter. What does the platter do? Data is stored on your platters. So the more platters, the more data that can be stored. Everybody okay with this? Right. Everyone, Can you all see my cursor over here? Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, I will not be going in detail because we'll be starting chapter 2 questions now. Everyone, can you all see my cursor here? Can you all see my boys? Can you all see my cursor here? Can you all see this arm over here? We call this the read-write arm. What did I tell you all? Read-write arm. Now guys, we have multiple read-write arms because because there are multiple platters. Exactly. Because there are multiple platters, you have multiple read-write arms. Everybody okay with this? So now without me telling you all tell me what's the function of your read-write arm? Exactly. Either to read data, take data from your platter, or store data to your platter. Everybody okay with this? Sounds good? Boys, over there, now we call of you all. Okay there? Right. Then guys, can you all see in the middle? Boys, my last part with you all. This middle, what do you all see here? What do we call it? Your spindle. What do you think the spindle does? Rotates your platter. The spindle rotates your platter. Everybody okay with this? Sounds good? Right. Now guys, can you all come and read this? Can everyone come and read this? Boys, girls, can you all read this? Okay, hurry up please. Can everyone read this? Everybody, can you all go through this? So guys, does it match with what I told you all? You have multiple platters. Your data is stored on these platters. The platters are circular in shape. The more platters, the more data that can be stored. Who rotates the platters? The spindle rotates the platter. So guys, let me tell you all something. If the spindle has a high rotating speed, what does that mean? Exactly. High read-write speed, right? If your spindle can rotate at a high speed, we call it RPM. Anyone knows what RPM means? Revolutions. Revolutions per minute. When the RPM is high, it means more data can be read or written at a higher rate. Okay? Then guys, read-write arm reads data from the platter or puts data on the platter. Are we good? Now can you all see a problem over here? Are generally bulky in size and heavy in weight. So generally laptops nowadays don't use hard disk because the laptop would be heavy and the laptop would also have to be bulky, isn't it? The laptop would be bulky. Everybody okay with this? We have another problem which I told you all, but it's not here. Why is behind? Easily prone to physical damages because it has many moving parts inside it. Everybody okay with this? Right. Now, can we please take out chapter 2 past paper questions, guys, girls? Chapter 2 past paper questions, please. Later. Right, everybody, can we move up to page number? Guys, girls, everyone. Everyone, question 27, please. Question 27. Describe how application software is different from system software. Can I have an answer for this? How is application softwares different from your system software? Very nice. System software? Many tasks. Or can I say it manages the whole computer system? Very nice. Shall I mention that? Okay, but they ask, okay, that's also fine. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to go with that answer, boys. Everyone over there. Application software, you can say application software is used in helping the user, boys, in helping the user perform specific tasks. While system software is used in managing the entire computer system. Are we all okay with this? While system software is used in managing the entire computer system. Are we okay with this? Hurry up, everyone. You're writing with me. Sabir uses a PC for a range of administrative tasks. He wants to produce a letter. Identify the most appropriate type of software to use. Word processing software. When it comes to producing a letter, you need to go with word processing. Word processing software. Are we all okay with this? Let's keep moving. Everyone. Right, everyone. Question number 35. Can we have a look at question 35? Question 35, please. The most appropriate software for calculations is spreadsheet. Guys, hurry up. I want to move to the bottom also. Computer files are stored in a folder. Guys, girls, are stored in a folder. So answer here is D. Page number 14. Page 14. Okay. Question 36. The software that must be installed on a computer to access web pages. No, search engine is to discover information. Web browser. You would use a web browser to view web pages. Examples of web browsers can be Google Chrome, Edge, Safari, Opera. These are examples of web browsers. Okay? Everyone okay with this? For the first one here, spreadsheet software. Okay? Okay? Right, I'm moving down now. I'm moving down. Everybody, page number. Everybody, page number 23. Guys, girls, page 23, question 58. Page 23, question 58. Jonas buys a computer game. This includes a software license. Explain the purpose of a software license. When you have a license, what does it mean? You have obtained the software legally. Everyone agree with her? Okay, you can say a license proves that the user has obtained the software in a legal manner. In a legal manner. Right. Further, what else can you say, boys? What else can you all tell me? No, nothing like that. What else? What does the license tell you? Note down your answer. Very good. The license would also state what the user is allowed to do with the software and what he is prohibited from doing. So the license would say whether you're allowed to modify it, whether you're not allowed to modify it. These terms and conditions would be there. Right, something else to get 3 marks? Something else we could also mention? Using a software without a valid license makes you guilty of what? Using a software without a valid license makes you guilty of software piracy. Okay? Anyway, we already mentioned it. Something else? When you purchase the license, what happens? The author may receive the author of the software. You're purchasing the license, not warranty. The author will receive a payment, right? The software developer will receive a payment when you purchase it. Is it clear? You can also go on to say when the software license is purchased, the author or developer, the author may receive a payment. Okay. Come on, guys, let's do one more. Joseph uses a laptop to complete his college work. Okay, Himalaya with me. He has installed open source software because it is financially free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Okay. Explain one other benefit. Explain it. First, give me the benefit, then we'll explain it. We already said it now, it is free. Okay, access to source code. Agree with him? Source code is provided. What's the big deal with that? You can modify the software as per your requirements, isn't it? So that's a very good point. Shall we mention that over here? We can mention over here, the source code is also provided. The source code of the software is also provided. So the user can modify the software as per their requirements. Are we okay with this? As per your requirements, you can go ahead and modify the software. Okay.